Welcome, everyone, to Podcow, Episode 7.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Take
Welcome.
two.
What was
No
that,
problem.
Tom?
Tom's editing
I said beautiful intro.
This is my invisibility blanket. It makes me feel comfortable when I'm shy around other people.
stuff. Are you shy around us?
Oh, yes.
What did
Should
we
be.
do to make you shy around us?
Well, Raymond is either the Joker or Batman, so he's
I think it was
intimidating. He's
a year and a half of constant harassment.
I'm looking at Tom's penis right now, so there's that. And Dewey, you're a patriot, and I'm not, so... Tom.
The whole either
This didn't
Batman
come
or
out the
Joker
way I
thing.
thought it was going to come out. This
Podcow
angle.
Episode 7, Tom's penis.
Podcow episode 7.
I don't know
Bam.
what to say about that angle there, Tom.
NC-17 rating as of right now.
Well, at least it'll be
Wow.
on Wikipedia with an NC-17 rating. There's not many.
There we go. That's our niche now. We're now an NC-17 walkthrough channel.
We are
Oh my
edgy.
God.
Time to strip. Just.
Oh yeah, just titties everywhere.
Unfortunately, not the titties that people want to see.
Hey.
So
you
what'd
know
you guys
that.
do? What'd you guys do this week?
Pokemon! So much Pokemon.
Yeah, there has been a lot of Pokemon.
I haven't even played it.
Just this
I beat
one.
Dewey's ass at Pokemon.
Dude, I wouldn't have really cared, except as Charizard killed my Vaporeon, and that was kind of
Yeah.
humiliating.
Yeah, was
so.
that in Steam? Did you... that was mean. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. It's good. It's Vaporeon's only like my favorite Pokemon. So
I
it's
spammed
whatever.
fly. I spammed fly. Get on my level, noob.
Did any of you guys go at midnight to get it?
I
Mainly,
couldn't.
I'm asking Tom because I know Raymond and Dewey did
I went at 2 a.m.
way
4 days
later.
My local game shops did not have a midnight launch, and I hate supporting Walmart, so I didn't do that.
I love supporting Walmart. That's where I go.
Uh,
Then I get it at midnight there.
Zach, it's funny to me how similar we are, and yet so different.
I mean, I got it at midnight. I haven't played it at all yet. In fact, I don't even think they're unwrapped. So,
It's so sad.
No one's fought me in an online battle to the death. Everyone's like, sure, Ray, I'll be your friend.
Only 3 of my friends ever show up on my friends list. That's
Raymond-
it, and I don't know why.
To be
Raymond needs
fair,
to get on our level before I'm gonna do
Yeah,
it,
like,
because
that's
I
like-
will just annihilate him.
Yeah.
I'm like on like the 3rd city. I don't even have the 2nd badge yet. Like I'm
I
not.
think
so
You
competitive.
earn the first 4 badges really quickly, and then it kind of like stalls from there.
I've earned 1 badge, and I've
Yeah,
gone
well,
to
okay.
7
When I
cities.
say really quickly, I've literally put probably close to like 80 hours into this game. Like 80 hours playing this
Jesus
game.
Christ.
I've put like
um,
10.
I have to check online because it's really easy to get a real count on
Oh
this.
yeah, I guess you kind of.
Let's just Zach. It's time for you to open your Pokemon. So
I've
we
put
can
in 28 hours.
Wait,
how do you-
28 hours.
How do you do that? Do you just
Nice.
save?
Click the save button and it'll pop it up.
9 hours, 44 minutes for this guy.
I was in a
Right
battle.
here.
Uh,
Well-
wait, actually, yeah. Let's all compare.
Okay, so
Ah.
0 hours. I have though. I can.
Both.
How many 190? in your
Oh, I was way off.
Damn right, son.
Only
Yeah.
38 hours.
225 in your Pokedex?
Dewey, you're only ahead of me by 35 Pokemon in your Pokedex. You spent 10 more hours and you lost
Okay,
equal to me. Come on,
Tom,
dude.
I spent 4 hours breeding Eevees.
Oh,
That's all I did.
Ted,
to get to get the perfect Vaporeon, which then lost to Charizard.
It wasn't even Charizard. It was just the move Fly over and over
Yeah.
again. He was
And-
Mega Evolved, to be fair, though.
Like, and you have Ys, so that is actually like a thing.
Well, to
But-
be fair, Dewey.
Huh? Well, because in Y he's still a fire flying type, and so he still gets the 125% bonus or 150% bonus from Fly.
No, he's Dragon.
Nope.
No,
he's only Dragon and X.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
X.
split this game in half now. I didn't know. I didn't know.
Well, but Tom, that worked to your benefit because then you got the bonus. The
No, Dewey, no. You're just trying to make me feel better. To be fair, though, you one-hit KO'd my Tyrant.
I did not expect that at all. I just like
Just
I want.
bullshit on him, and he's a dragon technically.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking that. I'm just like, okay, all the other moves are not going to be effective on him, so I guess I'll use a fairy, and then it's just like one-hit KO. But so I've battled 2 people so far, and that's happened both times. I one-hit KO their first Pokemon, and then whoever they send out next rapes the rest of my Pokemon.
Well, to be fair, dude, you're not a battler. You've admitted you're a breeder.
That's
It's
true.
not, your forte.
But
is not-
I've begun investigating into the Pokemon world, and now I know I have my eyes set on stuff and what I want to be training. So
I have a question for you guys, for the two of you,
Mm-hmm.
since Zach hasn't played any yet. Have you utilized the super training mode at all?
that's what I'm doing now. And yes, you should.
I want to do that, but it takes up so much time, and I want to play the actual game.
It's very, very much so for if you want to play the game competitively. If you just want to play it out like people always have, like I did as a kid, there's no harm in doing that. There's no reason why you can't just level like. My Vaporeon right now, I think, is level 75, and it can pretty much, at this point, it can pretty much just, like, rape through the Elite Four. Like, no issue.
Yeah, like, nothing's been able to touch my Frogadier. And that's the only Pokemon that I've done the super training with.
If you want to start battling other people and that kind of stuff, then you want to start investing time in that, because that's how you get your EVs. Like, not EV as in the Pokemon, but your EVs as in training your abilities, raising your stats, is using that super training mode. Now, the one thing that I underutilized at first, and I think something that is actually worth spending time in, is getting your Pokemon to like you and doing that, because that's paid off for me so many times. Like, status conditions get removed. If you had maxed out your adoration or what,
the hearts.
Yeah, if you max those out, there's a couple different things. Sometimes your Pokemon will evade more often. Your Pokemon will crit more often. Your Pokemon will remove status effects randomly. And I think there's something else, but I can't remember the other thing. But so it's really, actually really important to do that. I only have done that with my Vaporeon because it is a little time consuming, but...
Yeah, so you're saying I should just spend as much time with Squirtle as possible.
Yeah, but you have to do it through that friend thing, and it's actually...
Friend thing?
Yeah,
oh, you mean the Pokemon ME thing?
Yeah. So you go in there, you play with your Pokemon, and the best way to do it is find the spot where your Pokemon, there's 2 different spots on every Pokemon. One where, it'll give you 1 heart for petting it, the other one will give you a bunch of hearts. So you find that second one.
So you want to do the bunch of hearts.
Yeah.
Then, right?
I've learned that Pikachu does not like being touched, down there.
That's where it goes to
I was just petting him all over, him or her. I don't remember which one. I have 2, Tom. But I was petting him, and I just go down just to, because I just want to see where every place I could pet, and there's no exposed genitals. It's not like I'm like, whoa, diddling
at first,
Pikachu.
but when you keep rubbing.
But then I get down there, and he gives me this face like, no, don't do that. I'm like, whoa.
Sorry,
I didn't know.
If you keep doing it, the FBI shows up at your house. Wait, Raymond, give me a Pikachu. What level of Pokemon do you want?
Right now.
Give me a Pikachu. You can't talk?
Wait, do you have multiple Pikachus?
At the same time?
I have to go find a new one because I'm not giving you one that I already own.
Hey, you want an Eevee? I've got 34 Eevees, so I'll give you an Eevee.
How many?
34.
34.
So what went into making your perfect Vaporeon?
So I'm actually going to make a video of this, so if you guys want a more detailed description of it, you can go ahead and check out on the Media Cows. That'll be coming up pretty soon. But basically, there's the nature types of all Pokemon, and what that means is it'll increase or decrease a certain stat of theirs. And or you can get one that just, it's normal all around. But Vaporeon already has ridiculously high HP and ridiculously high special defense and special attack. And so what I did is I bred it till I got the bold nature, which decreases the attack, just the normal attack of Vaporeon, and increases the defense. So basically, when I level up my Vaporeon, it'll have really high special defense, really high defense, really high HP, and then really high special attack. And so it'll be like this tank that still does a bunch of damage. And so that's I kept on breeding Eevees until I got that, and I actually managed to get a female bold, which is that's the type, that's the nature type is bold, and that's really rare actually, because females Eevee, like most Pokemon, when you catch them in the wild, they have a 50-50 chance of being male or female. Eevees, it's a 90-10 chance.
Whoa.
10 being the female. So it was really like the fact that I got a bold, because bold is rare on top of that. So bold female was really awesome. So
That's got to be an awkward like sexual position to be in for female Eevees. Just the gif of the hot dogs.
Yes, yes. The girl standing there and just gets hot dogs thrown at her. One of the best gifs on the internet, really.
I also
Thank you, though, Dewey, because I really don't. I never paid attention to the natures and didn't know they actually did something.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, now you know, and
that's known as min-maxing in the
not gonna-
biz.
I'm not gonna change the way I play because it's not like.
yeah. Well, that's. I mean, if you don't really want to be competitive about it, then there's no reason really to do it. I mean, I've found it now that I've done it with my Vaporeon. I have to look into all my other Pokemon. Like, I
mean,
can't just ignore it now.
To find
So-
this stuff out, the game didn't tell you. You had to go and look this stuff
Yep.
up, right?
Yep.
See, that's just now. If the game can't be bothered to teach me these things in the game, then I'm just not.
Have you guys caught any shinies or seen any shinies or anything?
No.
It doesn't actually just straight up tell you,
No,
right?
you have
No,
to
you
I
know.
haven't seen any Pokemon that look unusual compared to how I could have a shiny for all I know.
So the only reason I knew I have a shiny was because in order to breed Eevees, I needed to catch a female, and so I was just like going around in the grass trying to catch one, and I ran into so many of these snubbull things, like those ugly dog things.
Big dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ran into so many of them. One popped up. I'm like, the fuck? This one's a different color. And I was talking to my friend Nick at the time, and he's like, hold on a second. And, he looked it up real quick for me. He's like, that's a shiny. I'm like, oh my god, I found a shiny. And then I caught it, and that thing was a bitch to catch. Holy shit! It was not fun, but I did catch it in the end.
Some random Pokemon. Am I crazy, or like certain random Pokemon? It'll just be like, nah, I'm just gonna be an asshole in terms of being caught.
Yeah,
Like
right.
scrap of health, like nothing left. Throw like 80 Ultra Balls at it, and it's like, nah, you're not. I'm not
Pikachu
going
with
anywhere.
Thunderwave, Tom.
I used to have a status Pokemon, but I just have a whole bunch of ones that are awesome instead. So
That's, false swipe is awesome.
False swipe
I-
is
none of
that
none of mine can learn it.
yeah. That's my issue right now. Is nobody on my belt.
I don't know who
learn
can
it.
learn
I
that.
think I'm just gonna have like the one Pokemon that has false swipe, and then
Yeah.
whenever I want to go hunting for a Pokemon to catch, I'll just put him in the party.
I mean, ideally, what you'd want is to get a Pokemon that's just like a tank, like a straight up tank, to have that, because
Yeah.
so that way you can just
Do it
have 'em out
forever.
there. Yeah.
I mean, generally, I think the idea would be you're going to be so strong compared to any wild Pokemon, anyways, that it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, so I've been spending a lot of time doing Pokemon. I now have 7 badges and the legendary. So now the legendary, I don't know if they've done this in other games, because the last game I played was Diamond for Pokemon. So I fought the legendary, and I wanted to catch it, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to use my Master Ball for this, because there's probably going to be other Pokemon that I'd prefer to use that on. If I can get away with not using the Master Ball, I might as well.
It's a risky game to play, though, Dewey.
I actually caught it pretty easily, but the thing that was really risky about it was the first time I battled it, I was battling it and I killed it. I'm like, well, fuck. Like now, because then all the other ones, it's turn the game off, load a save. But what it did is it loaded me back before the instance, and then I got another chance to battle and catch it. And I don't know if that keeps on repeating, because I didn't want to risk it. I caught it the second time, but
Yeah.
it was actually fairly easy to catch. It wasn't even at the low. I mean, it was in the red, but it wasn't at the lowest, and I caught it with Ultra Ball. So
I accidentally did not save my game before fighting the Snorlax.
oh no.
And so the whole time I'm just sitting there sweating, using those cheapest moves I could. Like, just just like switching out Pokemon again and again and again, going for those really weak moves. I caught it, but I was sweating the whole time. Like, because Because I don't want to have to go way back and do all that over again to catch this thing. Yeah.
Word. Word.
Skin of my teeth kind of thing there. I also love the quick ball because I caught my very first Abra my very first time without fighting it whatsoever.
Oh, you just threw the
So,
quick ball at it
just
immediately?
Quick ball, Abra, bam. The moment I got the quick ball, I went, I'm using this on an Abra. And I did. And
I've
now I
only
have
seen
an
one Abra. I've
even
only
seen
seen one
one.
Abra, and it's the tail as old as time itself. I hit the Abra once with the exact right move that knocked him into the red, the perfect amount of health to catch an Abra, and then the fucker teleported away. Which is what happens literally every time you fight an Abra.
Yeah, I haven't even ran into Abra yet, but I'd like to.
What, you both have Y?
Scene one.
Yes, I think,
Well,
right?
then-
No, I have X. No, wait.
Oh, I was gonna say, then Pokemon X is obviously the better game. Pikachu's, Abras, what's the deal, Tom?
Yeah, I've seen two Pikachus. One of them just like died like a sissy, so I didn't want that one anyways. The other one, my game's battery was super low, and I was like, what can I do? I can try and catch a Pikachu before it dies. And then like it was caught. I was not giving it a nickname and trying to skip, and then the battery died. And I was
Oh
like,
no.
oh,
So
bad.
I don't know how I managed this, but I literally have charging stations around my entire house. Like I have one in my living room, I have one in my bedroom, I have one in the bathroom. Like it's just I can play Pokemon forever, pretty much.
My cat
And you
loves-
have been.
and she loves to eat specifically the cords to Nintendo's charging.
Oh no.
Like that gray rubber, she just loves it. I don't know why, but yeah, so I can't keep those around.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what have you thought about any online interaction, like so far in the game? Because the reason I asked that is because I haven't had a lot of experience with any kind of Pokemon online other than the old school Game Boys with the system links right there. But people have been saying that it's been really quick. It's been really nice and easy. I did the Wonder Trade, and that was really cool. I really liked that.
Yeah, it's just random. You just throw a random, like a Pokemon out there that you don't want, and you get a random Pokemon from someone else that they didn't want.
Yeah. I feel really bad because I've just been completely like chipping everyone off because I've been giving them like level 2 Pidgeys. Well, I haven't done the Eevees yet, but I mean, if I were in the Wonder Trade and I got an Eevee, I'd be like, this is awesome. I mean, it's a level 1 Eevee, but whatever.
That just means you get
God.
to have it from an innocent baby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you'll be able to build a deep rapport with that Eevee.
Exactly.
The last thing that I'll talk about with Pokemon, because I know Zach probably wants to get into this podcast.
Zach
since
is
he
like,
has
"Can I
a-
Well, Zach should have played some Pokemon, man.
is the
Never.
experience share is the best thing ever. Like
Pretty
ever.
badass.
I love the experience share.
Did you get your special Torchic?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Tom and I were talking about that the other day, and I was just like, ridiculously OP. I was like,
Yeah, he's so good. All right, so
Well, he's
XP
classified as an
share.
Uber Pokemon, so
XP share is really cool. I feel like it's a little bit too good, and I also feel like the things that boost how much experience your Pokemon get are a little bit too good.
Right.
Because my Torchic came with that they give you just for having the game at launch, and then with XP share, like I just had him at the front of my party for like the whole game.
so I'm
He
curious.
just kills everything,
I
and
want to
that's
know
it
your-
gets more XP. You get like 50% more XP. Period.
your Torchic has that ability. It says that in your game.
no, it's traded Pokemon get bonus XP
Oh,
as compared to captured Pokemon.
So,
in the game.
okay. 'Cause
Oh,
I was
really?
like-
I didn't
yeah.
know
That
that's
was-
what it was.
I was looking
It's
at like
something
my,
like that.
my Torchic has like a speed boost thing after every like
Mhm.
turn.
That's its
And then-
passive.
Yeah, and then like I didn't know that it was a trading Pokemon thing as to why I got more experience. That
Yeah, I actually thought that it was the Blazikenite, him holding it, because my Charizard was doing
No,
it for a little
that's-
while.
Blazikenite is just the Mega Stone.
Just the Mega Evolution, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I figured that because at the time, like when this started out, like, when he was a Torchic, I was like, well, maybe the Blazikenite, before he's a Blaziken, gives him more experience so that he can get up to be a Blaziken. I also kept him until he learned Flame Charge as a Combuskin, or
Yeah.
as I call him, Cock and Ball Skin, because
Yeah.
it's straight up phallic. The Combuskin is a phallus
Cock
with
and
like
ball skin.
legs and
And arms. Yeah. I'm doing the same thing with Squirtle. I'm not evolving Squirtle until he learns every move, and then he's going to be a Wartortle for one level before he
Because it's
becomes Blastoise.
Wartortle's ugly.
Just fuck Wartortle, and I love Squirtle so much. I
The-
can't do that. I
You know
need
what, you should actually
Everstone
just
really
give him rare
badly.
candy. Just throw rare candy at him while he's a Wartortle. Be like, you will never fight Wartortle.
So like with Vaporeon's always been my favorite Pokemon, and the way that she's animated in this game, I just like this just makes it to another level. Like all the animations are great, but I just feel like they pulled like Vaporeon off really, really well, and so I was very happy with that.
Do you have a Poke Crush on your
I-
Vaporeon?
Completely 100%. I
See,
love my
Dewey and I can
Vaporeon.
at least agree that water Pokemon are the best. We can
I'm
agree
stacking
there.
fire Pokemon. I had to go with the frog to start, so I mean,
Well, that was my thing. Like, I have no grass Pokemon. And if
Just
I
because
was-
grass Pokemon suck, don't get
If I
grass
was
Pokemon.
smart about it, I would have picked the Chespin, got my Torchic, and then got Squirtle. So I'd have the 3 beginning starting types.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, I already picked Froakie a long time ago.
Grass Pokemon are only good for like pure offense, and even then they're weak against so much stuff and not strong against anything that
Yeah.
it's just not worth
Yeah.
having grass Pokemon.
Yeah, it's like, sorry to all you Bulbasaur fans out there, but
all right, wait. Like,
Bulbasaur is pretty cool.
Squirtle.
real quick, as like a last thing in Pokemon, we can spend a little time on it. But what do you guys got right now? What are your 6 Pokemon?
Oh, okay, I gotta let me.
Here's mine. I've got Blaziken, Charizard, Lucario, Tyrantrum, and Frogadier. Is that the last evolution of Froakie?
I
I think
believe
Frogadier's isn't that the second
so. Oh
one?
god, I'm not gonna.
No,
be
it's
able to remember.
Greninja. It's,
Oh, a Greninja.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Frogadier's the second one.
yeah. And I've named him Hypnotoad. And then I have a Linoon, which is like a Zigzagoon that's evolved. I named him Fear Badger, and I just have him stacked with like all of like the Rock Smash, Cut. He has what are the other ones? Surf and Strength. Yeah, he does
Zigzagoon's-
everything.
Zigzagoon as a Pokemon isn't. I don't really find him that great, but he does have an awesome ability that he picks up items randomly.
Yeah, he's
So-
yeah, he picks up anything shiny. Yeah.
Pretty badass.
kinda cool.
Yeah.
Pikachu, Pidgeotto, Squirtle, Kadabra, Frogadier, Combuskin. So mainly old school Pokemon. And then my starter.
I really like the new, except for the final evolve form, the new bird, the Firebird thing. That was pretty cool. I like that.
No, Ray, in order to get an
know what you're
Alakazam
talking
out of your
about.
Kadabra, you have to trade him.
I know. It'll happen, Tom.
So my Pokemon are Xerneas, which is the legendary for X, the deer,
Better
Charizard.
Of the
Huh?
legendaries.
Better of the two? Did you
The
say?
better of the 2 legendaries.
I don't know. I like the other legendary better. I just like the Mega for Charizard in this one. so.
The Xerneas, if that's his name, I don't know. I haven't gotten there, but he's got that whole Princess Mononoke vibe
That's true.
that the giant red thing doesn't have.
I also
That's
have
Princess Mononoke, but whatever.
Charizard, Lucario. I don't even know what this thing is. It's the keys, like the keys.
Klefki.
It's-
Klefki.
Yeah, Klefki.
Yeah, you named yours Keyblade.
Yep.
You want it KO'd by Tyrant.
I nicknamed like all my Pokemon except for Vaporeon because
I don't nickname
you
a damn
can't
thing.
nickname Vaporeon because it's
I th-
Vaporeon.
My
And then
my favorite-
Grenadier or whatever it is.
the route.
Greninja.
Yeah, the
Or- oh.
Greninja.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's Grenadier or whatever.
My thing with nicknames is just like I can't, especially with the new Pokemon. I'm never gonna learn their names, like Dewey's Klefki problem. I don't want that. I don't want someone to ask me about a Pokemon and be like, I have no idea what that is. I nickname all my Pokemon.
I just love battling someone and like I send out Keyblade. Like who the fuck is Keyblade? It's
What
a
are you
guessing
gonna
game.
do when you get up to the Sword Pokemon? Because then that's
I've already
that's the play.
went
That's
past that.
oh.
So I tried capturing it, but it didn't work, and I just didn't. I don't stay around. Like I'm gonna get all the badges, then I'll go back and start catching all the Pokemon again.
Word.
That's
That's,
just
pretty much
how I
my
go.
plan too. I'm just so high level compared to like everything in the game that I feel like I should rush
Yeah,
through.
I
the
feel like if I farm
gyms at this
Pokemon,
point.
that it won't like I'll just be even more powerful, which I guess is an issue, but whatever. Okay. We talked about Pokemon for a good long time.
All right.
Zach, tell us what you did during this long week of us playing Pokemon, apparently.
I played Beyond with you.
That's true.
We're almost finished, maybe. Who knows?
It's
Otherwise, I don't remember.
It's a
honestly,
very-
because all I can think about is what I didn't do, and that's play Pokemon.
Well, do you want to talk about Pokemon?
yeah, right.
Oh, Pokemon! I like that game.
Yeah, I actually been playing it. I mean, Beyond Two Souls is like it was going really, really well, and then the most recent chunk that you guys haven't seen yet, but you'll see soon this weekend. Make sure you stay tuned to the Media Cows channel for that. It dragged like the sequence that we're on dragged on for a really long time, and it's still going on. And so I think like Beyond was doing a really good job of like dragging you into the sequence, and then getting you interested, and then kind of closing it, and then bringing you to the next one. And this one has just been going on for a very long time. So that was
Yeah, like I loved it because, and I hated it because you were put into it, and there's a lot of things that you could mess with in an area, but you'd run out of time, and you wouldn't be able to do everything that you wanted to do. Now they made it into Red Dead, but without anything to do. And
Have you guys done the snowy hobo camp by the freeway part yet?
Yep.
Okay, because they showed that off like months before the game came out, and I was just bored. That kind of ruined.
I
my
liked that part
game.
actually. That part was good. Like it added to the story and added to her character a lot. Like there's some really intense moments in that sequence, and I won't spoil
it also
anything.
doesn't overstay its welcome. I mean,
Yeah.
I think
had it out
that
of
was the right
context,
period of
so,
time.
you know.
Yeah. I also did taxes
Oh,
for like 4 days straight, so that's why I can't really remember what I did the past week because it was just staring at my computer doing taxes.
Awesome. Well, it looks like Nightbot wants to run a commercial, so we'll let
That guy's a
Nightbot
dick.
run.
damn you, Nightbot!
It'll be a quick
I don't wanna
30
watch a
second
commercial.
break, so don't worry about it, guys. You won't miss anything. Oh, there it goes.
There it goes.
Well, I'm gonna take this opportunity to run upstairs real quick, so something will change. I'll be gone.
Whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
we can talk about Pokemon.
Oh, I'm back.
Yeah, we are back. It was a quick 30-second commercial.
That was a
so.
quick ass commercial.
I actually saw Zach walk away.
Zach
Whoa.
left us. He hated us talking about Pokemon, so he's gone now forever.
But I've never owned a 3DS before. This is my very first 3DS. It's an XL because why would I buy a cheaper version? No one,
Did you buy the Pokemon?
Nope.
Just the
Regular
XL?
black classic. Badass. Also, Walmart didn't have any Pokemon 3DSs, so. But yeah, I like it. I spent the last 2 days. I was up. I woke up at like 4 p.m. 2 days ago, so I stayed awake all the way up until like 9 p.m. last night. So I woke up at 3 this morning, of course, and I couldn't get back to sleep because that's what happens after you have 5 hours of sleep after being awake for 29 hours or something
Not
like
what
that.
happens when I go to
It's
sleep.
sad. I know.
It happens to you.
I was frustrated. I didn't get back to sleep until 7. But while I was awake, I downloaded like a bunch of demos and stuff. I experimented and explored the 3DS. There's a lot of games on like the eShop and things like that I want to buy. And now I've realized earlier this morning that now I can go buy Ocarina of Time. So I'm happy when I finally take the plunge on that.
Since I wasn't here,
Solid.
how are you enjoying the 3DS outside of Pokemon?
I was just talking about it now. I've never.
Yeah,
I've
just like
had
a
it.
quick rating.
Yeah, a quick rating.
Yeah, out of 10.
Ready to go.
10
The
out
numbers
of 10.
all that matters.
I don't
10
have
out of
a-
10. But that's
I don't
only
have
because of
a-
Pokemon.
that. I have not experimented with it enough, nor have I used it. I'll give it a solid 9 for now.
Okay.
I'll update you next podcast.
Because I mean, the
I get
3DS is not
Pokemon.
as good as the
Just-
Vita. So
Oh.
I don't have a Vita, so I can't compare. Also, there's this weird little app on this called chat something draw
Chat?
chat.
PictoChat?
not pick the chat, but it's the same principles, just over the internet.
I don't know why I used PictoChat in the past on the DS. I write with my cousin on PictoChat. We're in the same room. We don't.
Right.
We're like just writing notes to each other,
There's no
even though we
reason.
could just talk.
But yeah, I don't know. I want to explore with it. I did play the Kingdom Hearts 3D demo on here, and it reminded me why I liked playing Kingdom Hearts in the first place. So that's good. It's weird not having the right analog stick. You have to use the shoulder buttons to turn your camera, like you would on a PSP game.
You can buy a right analog stick.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. This thing is already big enough. You know, it fits in my pockets though, which I was surprised with. That's
What
nice.
color is it? I didn't.
It is the only color you should ever buy a Nintendo system.
White.
Black. Black.
White.
I don't see color. We're all the same.
I'm the colorblind one here.
I've got a bunch of other demos I haven't tried out yet, so I'll be looking forward to playing those. I want to get as much experience with it, as I can, not just Pokemon.
That's like, I'm curious what it'll be once I stop playing Pokemon. Like, will this just kind of get tossed aside and not really use it that much, or?
No, Dewey, because when that happens, I'm gonna buy Mario Kart 7.
I have that game,
I know you do, but we can play it together over the intranet.
and that works really, really well. Like, it's seamless, which I was not expecting.
I was looking on the eShop earlier today, and if you're a Nintendo Club member, you can download for your 3DS Super Mario Kart, the original Super Nintendo Mario Kart game. I'm like, because that would be awesome to just
That's
have
pretty
that
cool.
nostalgia.
Fancy.
But of course, no, I'm not.
I don't have any nostalgia for Super Mario Kart. I never played it.
I don't either. Yeah, I played Mario Kart 64 was my first.
I didn't play many games before the
Kids.
N64.
Kids these days.
I had a Sega Genesis.
I had a Game Boy.
They have the
I
original.
Game
have
Boy's
the-
shit.
They have the original
Oh, shit.
Legend of Zelda on here that was released in 1986, the year before I was born. Not, and I was like, I wonder if anybody else in the media cows has ever played the original Legend of Zelda, because I have, back when I was a kid. Like Tom and I. And
I think I've beaten it once, but it was so long ago I hardly remember it. I beat Zelda 2 fairly recently.
Why?
Oh, you have no taste in games. Go back and play it. It's better than you think it is.
Side-scrolling Legend of Zelda?
Yeah, it's so much better than people think it is. Like, it's so unwarranted to shit on that game.
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was looking at the trailer for The Legend of Zelda, and I'm like, wow.
Bitches, I'm not Tom.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
Tom. That guy
God
down there.
damn it! I'm just watching the chat. Why is Tom
guy down
wearing
there.
gloves?
Tom, why are you wearing gloves?
Can you not wait? Let me. It says Tom walks through by your picture.
Yeah.
How do they not gather that you are Tom?
Sometimes reading is
I am
hard,
Tom.
okay?
The only discrepancy should be between Raymond and I, because Dewey's got his in his name. You're just Fallen Seagull, and I'm nondescript fusion cap. What does that mean? I'm wearing gloves because it's freezing. It's the same reason why I'm wearing this. And then I have slippers on.
I'm wearing shorts.
Minnesota winters.
It's not even winter yet.
Feels like winter.
Minnesota Octobers. It's basically winter. in
Yeah,
Minnesota
but-
by October, though.
Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna celebrate.
No,
Try this rancid wine.
No! No! No, Zach, don't!
It's not any worse than last week or the week before that.
Oh, stop that. It's a
Stay
month old. It's been open
God,
for a month,
this
Zach.
has been like the big thing, like making me not do work recently is because they're putting in new staircases, like right outside my apartment.
I
Like,
heard that.
it's like it's on the other side of this wall, and it's
On the
this
inside?
is quiet, but for the most part, it's like like the whole day long. And as someone that usually sleeps in till like 11 o'clock, yes, you can hate me if you want. That's not very easy to do when that's happening.
Oh, you get up really early, Dewey.
Well, I have to get up early because I have to
11?
take my
Ugh.
fucking sister to work. So yeah.
Get up during the AM. That's ridiculous. AM's for sleeping.
So another big thing that happened this week was there were a couple PS4 games that were delayed. Watch Dogs was not
Oh
a
God,
PS4
poor Watch
exclusive, but
Dogs.
it was delayed.
2014.
It
It was
was
going to be a timed exclusive on
Yeah.
PlayStation 4.
Thank
and
God.
I'm curious. Well, do you guys think that'll carry over? Do you? I don't know if they've said anything about it, but
Carry
don't
over.
know.
You mean?
I think it'll.
like-
it,
If it'll still be a timed exclusive or not.
Oh,
yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
it will. I think it'll.
Oh,
All
I
come
hope
out on
so.
one day.
I hope so, but I hope it's a timed exclusive instead for Xbox One.
Oh
Oh!
snap!
Yeah,
Salt and
Not
wounds.
Xbox 360.
an M Night Shyamalan twist.
The other one is Drive Club that was delayed.
Oh, that was delayed.
That was
Yeah.
delayed.
That was supposed to be its big launch racing
Yeah.
game. Now what do we
well,
have?
no. So here's my
Hack and Killzone.
theory.
The games on the PS4.
Nope.
PS4 is going to be delayed till next year. They just
No
haven't
way.
announced it yet.
No.
They're
No
gonna
way.
go with it. They're gonna delay it to next year.
They still have Knack. They still have Killzone. They still have all those indie titles that they.
They're just gonna do it one game at a time and then be like, "Well, sell the box."
If they do that, rest in peace, Sony. Rest in peace.
Yeah, they can't afford that.
And
So.
then Valve's going to steal their launch date.
So, yeah. I don't know. I was never hyped up for Drive Club, so it's not like a big.
It's the Motorstorm crew though, but not Motorstorm. Ooh.
And like the first Motorstorm was good as a demo. I didn't buy it, and then the second Motorstorm, the demo wasn't as
I
good.
don't think I actually ever
This is
played
like-
the game. I think like I played it a few times, but it was always like in the context of a demo-like scenario,
Yeah.
like one race. Okay, done. Next game.
Right.
Not even that we're sick of it. I just never actually played it.
Right, and it's just like I'm
Open
not.
Apocalypse.
It's just why should I care that this is the guys that made Motorstorm? But granted, it's probably a good racing game, but
So if we go with if we go against what Dewey's theory is that it's going to be delayed, I know Dewey's probably going to be proven right. What games then does it have? Killzone, Knack, and what other launch games are there? I don't even know. I mean, I guess I'm not very informed because when it comes to Xbox One, I guess I know. I'm assuming Forza is a launch title.
Forza
Right, I don't know that.
Rise,
And
Dead
then,
Rising 3.
Rise.
Dead Rising. Dead Rising is the other one that and Rise. So, I don't know.
I strongly think that Rise is going to surprise a lot of people. Like, I don't think that it's going to be Game of the Year, but that's simply because of the games that have come out this year. But I think it's going to be a really good game, and I think a lot of people, like, they look at it and, like, my first impression of the demo was like, oh my god, are you kidding me? This is like freaking storming the beaches of Normandy, but
That's a wonderful thing, in my opinion.
but Greek style or whatever. And it like that because like I'd always made fun of games for like I'm like, oh, why don't they do that? That should be funny. But it as a joke. But then it's like legitimately doing it. They're like storming the beaches and like catapult things are coming down and everything. But as I looked a little bit more into it and I've talked to some people at Rise, it's it's definitely come around for me. And I mean, everyone knows here that
Well,
it's the game.
What
that I'm
about
looking
the
for.
game has improved it in your eyes?
I think
Because E3 made it look like it was just a bunch of QuickTime.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, because
that's the impression that it's given off to most.
because
people.
the QuickTime events will be strictly for the finishers. Like that, what they were showing off there was finishing moves for the guys. The rest of it will be more of like a Castlevania, Lords of Shadow, God of War kind of style.
Okay.
I don't know, button mash. I guess, if
Why
there's-
would they show it off like that? Like
Because I mean that's cool. It's stylish and it's easy. No, and it's easy to be scripted. Like
But what do people say like when they look at a game like more QuickTime events? That's a common narrative by gamers on the internet. So why would you turn around and say that show off our combat at E3 and it's just going to be pretty much QuickTime events?
maybe the combat is just terrible. Maybe that's what it is. I mean, I don't know,
Maybe.
but
I hope not. I hope it's a wonderful game.
I know, like, talking to the people at Rise, they're really trying to... I mean, obviously, the developers of the game, Crytek, they're going to really be pumping the story and anything about the game, but they're saying that the story is something that is being really overlooked by everything, that they put a lot of work and effort into that. So I'm looking forward to seeing where that'll go, and if that'll actually, come out upon itself and show us that it actually can be a story, like a good story within the setting of it.
So I'm looking at the launch lineup, and PS4 they only have Killzone and Knack.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing else as far as games that are PS4 only.
Right. Yeah. There's some multi-platform stuff in there too, but
I mean, I guess my problem with the multi-platform stuff is like Assassin's Creed 4 is on there, wonderful, but it's on the 360 and PS3. That like it's not really a next gen game.
Well,
yeah.
Well, and also, I mean, if you're comparing the Xbox One to the PS3, why would you get the PS3 or PS4 as opposed to the Xbox One if like the only exclusives you're gonna get are Knack and Killzone right away? Like you can get all the same, like you can get all the multi tier titles or the multi console titles with the Xbox One on top of better exclusives, and I only say that because they seem to be better exclusives on the Xbox One.
Well,
For
so
launch.
Xbox One
Yeah,
has
for launch.
Crimson Dragon, Dead Rising 3, Forza, Killer Instinct, Loco Cycle, Rise, and that's
Loco
all
Cycle.
that really stands out to me. I mean,
I guess the big thing
something
there is
I don't know
Dead
what
Rising
Zoo
3.
Tycoon is.
The last couple Twisted Pixel games have not been great. I am not looking forward to Loco Cycle at all.
That was the worst demo Tom and I saw at PAX.
Yep.
So
But it wasn't even the game's fault. The guy who was
Yeah.
like pitching it to us was I don't even think he had a brain.
let's put this in context a little bit though, because it was Sunday as the showroom floor was closing. We like see this guy getting dragged behind a motorcycle in a game. We're like, can you tell us about your game? And the guy, I didn't get the impression though that he was like done. I did get the impression that he didn't really like know what was going
Honestly,
on.
I got the impression he was mentally challenged.
dropping
Yeah.
bombs. Damn.
Man, it's
I
not
was- it was-
entirely
it was-
unfair.
Like it put the worst of the Frag dolls on a pedestal, Raymond. The worst of the Frag dolls.
Damn.
Yes.
That's-
So Tom and I were like,
Frag
"Oh, that
doll?
game
Where's
looks
Frag doll out
interesting."
there? Just give yourself a little hug. Better than
Not as
some.
bad as that guy.
uh,
But we were like, the game looks kind of cool, and then any interest we had was just kind of like taken away because that guy. So this has me concerned though. I was wanting to be so much more excited about the PS4 than the Xbox One, but unless I can say that Knack, I'm more excited for Knack than all the Xbox One games. It's hard for me.
Killzone.
I do actually feel that way.
Tom's really looking forward to Knack.
I'm excited for Knack and not actually excited for any of the.
I'm excited for
launch.
Dead Rising 3.
Yeah, I think
Xbox
Dead Rising 3 and maybe Killer Instinct as Xbox titles would be good.
I'm only jaded on Dead Rising 3 because I got Dead Rising 2 and never played it. Like
You didn't actually.
Well-
It was actually a bad. You just never played it.
I basically never played it. Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that would be cool. I know you listed off like every communicate via paper. What?
Dewey doesn't
Dewey-
want to talk anymore. He lost
Dewey's muting himself because of the construction happening behind him. I got Dewey.
Dewey
and I
says-
picked up.
I can read Dewey's mind. He's actually writing in chat to me. He says, "Screw PS4, Xbox One, Wii U wins."
Wii U is the only next gen console.
It's launching a comeback here.
I do want to play the Wind Waker HD and the Mario Kart and Smash Bros and all that shit when it comes out. Those are gonna be fun.
What does Nintendo have coming out this fall?
New Super Mario or the new
That-
Mario Kart?
Is that this
That's
fall?
not this fall.
It's not?
Is it?
I thought
I
it
don't
was. I thought it was.
Oh, look this stuff up.
Okay,
Because
that's back.
so think about this. If the Xbox One and PS4 don't really have that much original to them, if
No.
Wii U could get some of the multi-platforms on their system, and then they also launched like a new the Super Mario 3D Land. Is that this fall? Yes, I think so.
Super Mario 3D World, you mean?
Yeah, 3D World.
Yeah.
Not-
That
we
actually, I think, comes out the same day as the Xbox One.
Oh.
The
Yeah.
new Donkey Kong game. You get Mario Kart out the door. That's a competitive lineup.
Yeah,
If
it's got
people
good
are looking
stuff.
for a console this fall.
I'll be
The Legend
buying
of
my.
Zelda: A Link Between Worlds also comes out the same day as the Xbox One.
I hope my mom isn't watching this podcast because I'm gonna be buying my mom the Mario game for Christmas. So,
Cool.
because she doesn't like the 3D Mario games. All she plays is the 2D Mario games. But I think that this because the new 3D Mario kind of is like in between that. You're not controlling the camera at all. All you're in control of is Mario, and then you can play with your three friends at the same time. Like I think this would be a good intermediate point. She might actually enjoy this game. I'm gonna take a risk there, and if she doesn't like the game, then I'll just keep it. Merry Christmas, Mom.
Word.
Oh, Donkey Kong doesn't come out this fall. Damn it. Nintendo kind of dropped the ball there. If they wanted to engineer a comeback, they could have. They could have had me. Because, like, if they would have had all of these games ready and had the multi-platforms,
Pokemans.
do some sort of integration with Pokemon on the Wii U.
The guy who's in charge of Smash Bros. Posted an image on Twitter or Facebook or somewhere on the internet of Pikachu in Smash Bros. With the Xerxes deer Pokemon in the background.
Well,
So-
I think, like, I mean, you're talking about Nintendo engineering a comeback. I think Pokemon did really well for them. Like,
Well,
4
the
million
3DS,
copies in 2 days.
the 3DS didn't need a comeback, though.
No,
no,
it
but
did.
I'm just saying, as far as like Nintendo doing well
As a company?
yeah. Like somebody asked on Twitter, like one of the popular League of Legends people asked how many people bought a 3DS just for Pokemon, and the responses to that, like they just kept on coming.
I did.
If you think
I
of the
bought one
success
for
there,
Pokemon.
if you think of the success,
I hope he meant just himself.
Okay, all right. If you if you think of the fact that the 3DS was doing very well before Pokemon, and then Pokemon comes along, that's wonderful for them as a company. I mean, they don't need to engineer a comeback because they have a ton of money, especially from the Wii.
No, the game industry is failing. We're all gonna die.
But as far as like the Wii U
no.
being a competitive next gen system against the PS4
Yeah, I don't
and
see
the
that.
Xbox One, and not having a similar situation where it's like the Wii wasn't really competitive against the PS3 and the 360, it didn't go after the same segment.
Right.
No one was
Yeah.
saying like, they're all. Which one do I get of those three?
I think that Nintendo has honestly gone mad with power. Like, that sounds like a joke, but I feel like with the Wii, they were like, you know what? This generation, we're going to do our own thing. We're not going to play the competition in terms of graphics. We're not going to play the competition in terms of getting third-party support. We're going to tell everyone that we have spectacular third-party support because we do that every generation and it never shows up,
Yeah.
never materializes.
Yep.
There's a lot of stuff planned. We got Capcom and Ubisoft.
But we're going to turn a profit on our consoles, and we're going to release good first-party games, and we're going to do this weird thing where we bundle a good game in with our console. And, like, it did really well for them. They just flew in the face of all conventional wisdom and just paid off massively for them. And I think that they were hoping the Wii U was going to be the same thing, where people were like, oh, man, I love having a tablet for some reason. It's just awesome. This is a new way of engaging with a game, but it just didn't quite pan out for him.
I agree with Nintendo. Whenever I do use my Wii U, I enjoy the experience that I have with it, but I do not find myself urging to go back and play it ever. I don't have that like, oh, Wii U, I'm missing out. I need it now.
Yeah, well, that's a symptom of the games, right? Like,
Yeah,
not
I
the
don't.
console
yeah,
itself.
Yeah, I suppose. But I mean, I got. I don't even know what game I got for it. Never mind. I have games for it. I couldn't tell you what they are.
Jeez. That's pretty rough.
oh, poor Wii U.
I'm assuming that if I got the Wind Waker, I would play that a lot. But at the same time, I had Skyward Sword for a year on the Wii. I mean, I still own it, and I never beat that. So it's like, I want to play the Wind Waker, but do I think I'm ever gonna actually play it to completion? Probably not. I'll get Ocarina on here and I'll beat it here because I always beat my handheld Zelda games. But
I've played a little bit of Zombie U, but it just didn't have much staying power.
Zombie, you sucked.
I also saw DGS 13th. We don't comment much on the comment stream during the Podcow, but they mentioned The World Ends With You and how they want it for 3DS and the PS3, and I just was really excited to see anyone mention The World Ends With You. Tweeby is really good.
Isn't that Simon Pegg movie?
That's what's that movie called? The End of the World. I don't know how I don't know the name. I mean, I saw the movie.
I have no clue, but The World Ends With You is a Square Enix action RPG. It's really good.
At World's End? No. What's?
See,
God damn it!
It's something like that. It's like.
Did you see that?
Huh?
Did you see that movie?
No, I did not. I haven't been to a movie theater
It's
since.
This Is the End. Oh, it's at World's End?
The World's End.
The
No, at
World's
World's
End.
End.
That's
The
a Pirates of
World's
the
End.
Caribbean movie.
Yes,
movie.
at World's End is Pirates of the Caribbean. I think it's
We
actually
don't-
when they started sucking, isn't it?
Yeah, we don't talk about that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. At World's End is the third one.
That's the fourth one, isn't it? What's the fourth movie called then?
I don't. No. I was. That was more of a question statement.
Oh.
I don't actually know.
I don't actually know if it's first or if it's second or third. I actually feel like only the first Pirates of the Caribbean is legitimately good.
Wrong.
The first Pirates of the Caribbean is a very good movie. The other two movies I still enjoyed, though I can understand why some people don't like them that much. The fourth Pirates movie, I don't talk about.
Is that the one where it's just like stars Johnny
Okay,
Depp, pretty much? Like they just
On Stranger Tides.
On
is
Stranger
kinda
Tides,
what
yeah,
it's
is-
known for.
That's that. See, I even forgot the name of it. So
So the correct way of ordering this is the first one is fantastic.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah, it's amazing.
unimpeachable.
Second
Yeah.
one is good, but it feels like it's unnecessary. Like its existence is only to bring it to the third movie.
Right.
The third movie is good with some problems.
Isn't that the one where whatever his name walks down? I term it as your Pirates of the Caribbean moment where Bootstrap Bill or whatever his name like walks down the stairs and you cheer or something like that. Or maybe that's somebody else.
Trap Bill.
no, idea
Whatever
what
the
you're talking-
captain.
So the whole,
Yeah.
That's the first movie doing.
Is it?
That's
no.
the first. No.
No, where he comes back.
that's
Oh,
the end of
that
this
is-
movie.
that is the-
So
okay.
that's why I think it's good. Like it's an extension. So the whole series revolves around Barbossa for me. The first one, Barbossa's incredible, right? His best character ever. The second one doesn't have Barbossa in it because he's dead. But then he comes back, and that's when I just lose my shit. I'm like, okay, all my problems with this. Plus, I like Davy Jones's voice. I like it when he says, "You owe Davy Jones your soul." So the second one is that ending is just incredible, and the third one, they're like going around in this whirlpool thing, the ship, and Barbossa's like helming the ship, right? This is the third movie, I believe. It's not the fourth one because I don't remember anything good from the fourth one. The third one, though, as he's like suicidal almost, he's laughing hysterically at the ship as everyone is like, "What are you doing?" And he's just laughing. I think it's one of the best scenes in the entire series. The fourth one, Barbossa's like good in Friends, like really friends, and is working with and scheming with Johnny Depp. I feel like
Yeah, I think
he does say, "You can sleep when you're dead," and I love that line in the fourth. It all revolves around Barbossa. I don't give a shit about any other character really.
I remember watching the fourth Pirates and just thinking it was completely and utterly unnecessary. So, and it was just they're trying too hard to have Johnny Depp in wacky circumstances.
I felt that way about the second and third as well, because like you can't actually take the second as its own movie. And I feel like because of that you can't take the third movie as its own movie either. It needs the setup of part two. And so the third movie kind of gets a pass by having all of the boring crap thrown into the second movie. But it's like you only made half a movie and it was only okay. But you made me buy 2 movie tickets for it.
No. It was good. You made half a movie and it was good.
I don't actually feel like I felt like the payoff wasn't there.
The second movie, you can say you made half a movie and it was eh. But the end, stick around to the end.
The second movie, I feel like you made half a movie and it's the first half of the movie and I can't judge it. Like it's like you made one half of a movie. What am I supposed to do?
Movie, I don't even know if it was bad. I just know I was bitter because Barbosa wasn't there. I like Davy Jones a lot. That's all I remember. Is just like, okay,
Yeah,
I like
feel
Davy Jones,
Davy Jones is a
but
good villain.
he's not. Barbosa's not there. So how am I supposed to enjoy this movie? And yeah, I just feel like Jack Sparrow, Johnny Depp, becomes more and more of a caricature of himself, especially the fourth one.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was my biggest problem because I loved the first movie is so great that character is just like encapsulated in my mind as just that perfection.
He's a great character in the first one, and
Yeah.
he's ridiculous, but he still feels like someone who could exist.
Yeah.
In the later movies, he's just ridiculous, and it doesn't seem like he could actually exist. And he just does things that are confusing. And then he also is in the movie that the Lone Ranger, Jack Sparrow's in that movie too, as Tonto.
Wait, Jack Sparrow is in the Lone Ranger?
Okay, so
Wait, what?
Johnny Depp plays Tonto in the Lone Ranger, and that's his character. But
It's very
it
Johnny
just
Depp.
feels like Jack Sparrow. Like it's not the same character, but it's that.
It's
Okay.
the kind of
Yeah.
drunk, not
Yeah.
all the way there, but still, smart.
The Jack Sparrow of later movies, where it's just like he's doing things that are confusing and don't make any sense, and they're not even funny. They're just ridiculous. And so you're like, okay, I'll put up with it because Johnny Depp, Jack Sparrow, there's history with us. But
Did you? So you saw that movie then?
Lone Ranger,
Yeah.
yeah, it was the worst of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
All right, then. We've got that covered.
I want to go. I'm thinking actually I'm going to go see Gravity tonight.
Oh,
Oh.
it's the best movie I've seen in a long time. It's my
Right.
favorite movie right now.
Johnny Depp's not in that?
No.
No, it's not.
George
wanna go see
Clooney
it.
and
So good,
Sandra
Tom.
Bullock. Such a weird combo that I would never think. Like, I love George Clooney, don't get me wrong. I freaking love George Clooney. My feelings towards Sandra Bullock are. There's not any there. I just don't really.
Nightbot's running a
consider-
commercial.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
No,
Even
in 15
Nightbot.
seconds. 15
Mad
seconds.
with power.
he
15
has.
seconds.
Here, I'm gonna
So
put
he
it in
gives
chat.
you a warning, at least.
We need to put that little robot on a leash, man.
No, the reason Nightbot's running commercials is because
How
that's,
does-
that's
Yeah,
my
essential
own
warning.
doing.
What?
That's my own doing of Nightbot running commercials.
Your-
I was
I misspelled it.
experimenting, so
Money whore.
that's what I am.
We're gonna get rich. Thank you, Nightbot.
All right, we're back.
Are
Nightbot.
we?
All glory to Nightbot.
Are we? I think we're back now.
On my screen, it's back. I don't know.
Maybe I had a longer commercial apparently.
Hell, Nightbot.
All hail Nightbot.
What else can I? What else can I talk about? Do we? Do we want to go to questions?
Sure, let's go to
I
questions.
said you didn't want to extend this out too long, so we could have a more lengthier question time. And if there's no questions, then we could leave.
So, of you 129 people out there, why don't you go ahead, send over your questions, put them in the chat. Let us know what you want us to answer.
And if you're watching this on YouTube, put it in the comments, but we're not going to answer them because
Hey.
it's live.
I could answer this. I could come back and answer you.
Just in case anyone out there. Oh, never mind.
Will I
not
make
gonna do that.
porn? Oh, that's you, Zach. I hate you so much.
Good shit.
Do I think Titanfall is coming to the PS4? No.
what? I was
Titanfall's the
the respawn game.
respawn. Yeah, it's not coming to PS4, PC, and then the other
I
system.
wish. That was part of my grand conspiracy theory with the Steam box and the PS4 being it, that then it would be realized that, hey, Titanfall would then be playable on PS4, even though they signed an exclusivity thing. So
Yeah.
there goes one. Are we going to finish the Grand Theft Auto 5 walkthrough?
Yeah,
No.
Tom and I was working on that yesterday.
Troll face.
I saw
I don't
Raymond
think I'm
say it's got to be finished by Batman, otherwise it's never going to be finished.
That's right.
There's
so-
that. Now you know the answer. If
Put
it's finished,
down. So it'll be
These are
done.
the PlayStation 3 wireless stereo headphones. Give me your money, Sony.
who's doing Batman Arkham Origins? Who's wearing the Batman shirt?
That's actually the reason I put this shirt on today. For this podcast, for this question. I'll be doing Batman Arkham Origins. Dewey's going to be doing it alongside with me, audibly.
Yes.
I'm going to slap his fingers if he tries to touch the controller.
I'm going to try to touch the
Oh.
controller.
Actually, I think this week in my downtime, whenever I'm not working on Grand Theft Auto 5, I'm going to be playing Arkham City to refamiliarize myself.
They had that really good trailer for Origins. That like where it goes through Batman or Bruce Wayne's life. And
Yeah.
like it starts out as a kid, then his parents die, and all
I
that. Good stuff.
might-
I like that.
I might be a cynic. I think I'm turning into an asshole because I wasn't impressed with the Kingdom Hearts tech demo trailer. I was not impressed with the Batman trailer you're talking about, Dewey. I'm not impressed with Grand Theft Auto 5. I might just be becoming a cynical asshole who doesn't like anything.
So when Raymond criticizes anything, just assume, oh, there goes Raymond again. He's being an asshole.
Fuck Assassin's Creed. Just
So that goes the perfect segue, Raymond. What do you think of Assassin's
well-
Creed Liberation HD?
I thought you were gonna say 4. That's
No.
not-
God, 4 has been
like-
done. We talked about 4 so much on this podcast. I'm the only one who. Well, Tom kind of cares. I'm the only one else who cares.
I didn't play the game on the Vita because I don't own a Vita, and I don't have an opinion on the HD version.
When does it? It comes out in 2014. So, is that going to be 2014's Assassin's Creed game?
That would be funny.
My Assassin's Creed Liberation HD is it sucks. If it's the Assassin's Creed 2014 game. As far as playing Assassin's Creed Liberation on the big screen, is it coming? It's not coming to next gen consoles. Okay, only Xbox 360, PS3, and PC. So it's not going to be the fall
Did not know that.
Assassin's Creed game. At least games. That's what GameSpot's telling me.
Hopefully, maybe there won't be a fall Assassin's Creed game, and they'll actually take some time to develop a game.
Nope, Assassin's Creed 5.
Damn.
Actually, they might, I could see them doing what they did with Brotherhood and Revelations with the pirate theme and kind of like working on that a bit.
Yeah.
But I could also see them like next gen only trying to Assassin's Creed 5. Look, it's all new and it's so much better. Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation was a good game on the Vita until it started freezing on me and I couldn't get anywhere in the game. My problem though is I think that it's kind of boring, at least what I played, like as far as the mission structure. And so I'm not sure I would be thrilled to play. It's okay on handheld, but to play it on a console where there's other things I'd rather play on a big screen, I don't know. And if the visuals have been updated, so it's not going to look as good as if it was made natively.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's the same thing that runs into the line of Kingdom Hearts, the 1.5 HD remix. That's, it was updated visually and it looks better, but it's like, I mean, when you compare it to Kingdom Hearts 3, it's not going to look anything like Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to easily outshine it, so.
Yeah.
So now we were talking about English Premier League, Dewey, because someone was why man.
This guy, I've talked to this guy on Twitter. I'm pretty sure, at least this is the same dude on Twitter, about he's been playing FIFA a lot, and he's a Man U fan where his heart should be, and that's the right team to be rooting for.
Here's going to be my argument. Currently, Manchester United is tied with Aston Villa and Newcastle in the standings for around middle ranking.
Yep.
And City is in the upper tier, with of course.
They're just playing it easy in the beginning
Arsenal.
of the season, just to make Man City think that they have it, and then they're gonna have this steamroll end of the season and just knock Man City out, and Manchester will once again be taken over by Man U.
Also, Dewey, that's completely. They're not better right now because Man City beat Man U 4-1. So Man City's
early in
better.
the season, baby. Just give them their time. Give them their
Blue.
time.
Blue.
Do you think the PlayStation 4 launch delays or the game delays will affect launch sales? I actually think it will still pretty much sell out everywhere at launch.
Yeah, Sony's just done too good of a marketing job. The people that are paying attention, like we do, will take note of these delayed games, and then maybe some of them might say, "Well, I'll hold off," and
Right.
But I think the overwhelming majority, they're still gonna.
I can actually make a Venn diagram here. All right. People that are paying attention to the launch title delays, right?
Yes.
Let's put that over here, right?
Okay.
Right.
I like it.
And then people that are going to buy it anyways. There's over here. There's like a very tiny little overlap of people that aren't going to buy it anyways, and we're paying attention. But mostly, it's just people that are going to buy it anyways.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ruminate. Is that a correct usage of the word on the subject?
I'm gonna be honest.
Ruminate.
I have no idea
Yes,
what
that's
that
fine.
word means.
It technically
Okay.
means to chew, but it can be used to mean to think something over thoroughly.
So what was delayed was Watch Dogs and Drive Club. Those are the two.
Yes, so far.
Watch Dogs, while a timed exclusive, was only a timed exclusive for
Like 4 days.
a week.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's not that big of a deal. I mean, it's cool, but it's not a system seller to get it a week early.
It was
And Drive
my
Club.
seller. I'll be honest. I wanted to play Watch Dogs on PS4. I'm still going to, but
Wait.
like that was the game I was going to get
Okay.
so I could play it on PS4. I don't have any interest in Killzone really. It's a pretty game, and I might have to get it just because there's not much else to get. But I think Knack could be cool. I mean, it does look. It's still. Tom's super excited for it. I still think it hasn't won me over yet, but I think in theory and in concept, it might eventually.
You have to play Knack. Watching videos
Right.
of Knack, you don't really get how actually technical it can be. It's like really difficult when you set it to hard difficulty, and its controls are very tight and very rewarding and responsive. I would say you can do this cool thing where you like dash forward and then attack, and like it's got a little bit more range on it than any of your other attacks, which is really cool. So I enjoyed playing Knack in a way that I enjoy playing very few games on just like a strictly mechanical, visceral level. And
I like
Dark
Knack because of
Souls-
his character.
The Souls series is another
Oh.
game that I like that.
Question.
What up?
Question.
Answer.
I have a question
Answer.
for Tom. Tom, how was Dark Souls 2 beta? Or network?
It was
test?
really good. I'm really like the reason why there's not that many videos coming out is because there were a lot of complaints on the videos that did go up, and I agree with a lot of them. Actually, I wasn't that impressed with my own gameplay during it,
Were you
and
sucking?
yeah, I was sucking. I mentioned this like.
Were you trying
in
to act
one
like
take.
PewDiePie again?
No. It wasn't like my personality was sucking. It was all authentic and live. It was much more excited than pretty much anything else that I put out because I was more excited for it than pretty much anything else that I put out. But mostly I just felt like the gameplay wasn't that great. I was planning on playing some Demon Souls in order to warm up, and instead I had horrible technical issues for about an hour and a half leading up to the start of it that immediately resolved themselves for no good reason as far as I could tell as soon as the test started.
Oh, wow.
So I went into it just completely frazzled and stressed out and with no warm-up at all. Like, it was just like, ready, go, network test, let's do this. And it's not like you can really, like, the first thing that I tried to do was progress through and get to the end, and you can't really edit that out. I guess I should have chosen to waste some time just wandering around and killing stuff and then started a new save or something. But when you've only got 2 hours, I didn't want to take the risk of that costing me content.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Are you gonna play Battlefield 4?
Yes, I will. I played it. I played the beta with like a small group of friends when I went over there. Like I went over to their house. We played it together, and it was really fun just in that squad atmosphere. So I feel like that could be definitely a thing that all four of us could do. That I mean, it was fun. It was a lot of fun, and plus there could be dinosaurs in it. I mean, it's just a rumor, but.
I'm not good at Battlefield. Will the media cows buy me
Tom hates
Battlefield?
Battlefield.
I will play Battlefield if the dinosaur rumor is true. Otherwise, I have no interest in any first-person shooter whatsoever, as far as a purchase from me comes.
Yeah.
I will 100% enthusiastically put my effort into learning Battlefield and getting good at it if you guys are down with like training me a little bit, but I have no experience in the Battlefield series at all whatsoever.
I mean,
Like the fact that bullets have travel time, it blows my feeble Call of Duty addled mind.
I imagine working together with a small group in Battlefield playing it multiplayer is much more fun.
yeah. Well, because
I've never done
travel
that,
time,
but-
there's gravity effects and all that kind of stuff. So there's the bullet drop and all that kind of stuff, and that's all
Yeah, it's-
confusing. So that's why I just
really
don't snipe.
hard.
I just get in a tank and go run over people. But But no, I don't know. I liked it. I enjoy certain modes of it, and obviously, if everyone knows me, if there's dinosaurs in a game, I'm gonna give it a chance. I just downloaded a tech demo for.
Or dragons.
That's all it takes.
They put
It is.
they put dinosaurs in Crisis 2 in the Crisis 2 engine. It's just a tech demo. The only dinosaurs I've found in there are compies, but it's really cool. I really like it. But like it's a really basic tech demo. So
I have a question
go
for
for it.
Dewey. If I send you a bunch of Ekans and Charbox in Pokemon, will that scare you? Or would you like that?
I love snakes.
Charbox? Arbok?
There's snakes. Dewey.
Ekans and Arbok.
Arbok is really cool in this game. Like I battled a trainer
So Dewey
that had
likes
him,
cobras.
and I was
I'll
like,
make a note of
whoa.
that.
Write it
They
down.
did a really
To
good
get Dewey
job
for
with,
Christmas.
like
Cobras.
the animation of Arbok. I thought they did a really good job with that. So I haven't seen an Ekans.
You like pull off the wrapping. It's like an open box of cobras.
Oh, it's terrible.
I'll burn down your house. I will burn down your house.
Would you guys put the Steam box over the next gen consoles? Here's where I'll put the Steam box below the Wii U.
Oh! Oh!
Yep.
Oh!
Interesting.
We've talked about the Steam Box a lot. I think
Yeah.
it all just comes down to the four of us specifically would rather have our own PCs built, and then if we want to use the Steam OS, we could.
Already have our own PCs built, all
Yeah.
of which I think are stronger than the next gen consoles. And
Yeah,
running a streamlined Linux distribution that Valve has made specifically for games will probably outperform the next gen consoles.
I don't have a PC.
That's
Don't
what I
compare.
love about the Steam box.
I have a PC. So
I can see myself streaming games. I can see myself streaming games to my big TV though.
well, like I don't consider it a competitor at all. So it's gonna be below. Like I play games. I play games for the games.
I'm not a couch gamer anymore. I cannot. I have my couch. I have a couch and my big TV downstairs in my basement. I've took my PS3 and a copy of Grand Theft Auto down there once. I do not like sitting that far away from the TV. I like the up close keyboard and mouse, or I have my work TV right here. I can see everything and it's wonderful. When I'm playing far away, I'm like, where's my aiming reticule? What am I doing?
All that really says is that you have a really bad setup for your couch gaming. All right, so this is what made me into a couch gamer again, is I set up this TV that you guys are on right now. Right?
Oh, look at us! We're so big.
Yeah, you're so big. And I'm on my Papasan chair, right? And so I can be really comfortable. I can see everything really well. It's like a great one-man gaming setup for like couch gaming. And then I've got
You're close to your screen though.
I love all these names people are coming up with in the
Right,
chat.
Couch gaming. The wonderful thing about couch gaming is it's more comfortable than sitting in a chair.
Oh yes, I hate sitting in this chair. I want to burn this chair to the ground.
So I think I like a midway point because I don't like sitting this like close to a monitor like I am now. I don't like doing that. I don't like sitting like when I've been to your place, Raymond, and I sit next to you, watch you play Grand Theft Auto. I don't like being that close to the TV. I don't like being so far away that it's like disconnected almost with the TV. Like there's a lot of space around my vision, but. Are you just laughing at the names? So
I love that one. Infocow, second calf. I love that
that's
one.
pretty solid.
I love that one. The only game I'm actually looking forward to as a PlayStation 4 exclusive. Actually,
so is this how we title our videos from now on? It's not Beyond Two Souls, it's Beyond Two Cows walkthrough.
That's that SEO, yo.
I think the one that set me off was Left for
First
Cow. I don't know why, but that was like back. It was just Left for
Biocow.
Cow. That was just it's money right there.
Look, Zach, think of it this way. We're not going to win search for Infamous Second Son.
So we might
But
as
we
well
might
win.
win search for Infocow
Second calf.
Calf. That I think we can win.
Oh, they said Breaking Cow. Thank you, so I can talk about Breaking Bad again and drugs.
Oh jeez. Well,
Now the questions have all been buried, so now it looks like there are no questions.
Just no more
Yeah.
questions.
Names.
There's just a bunch of names.
Female
Goddamn.
gamer needing
God
new
damn it,
games to
names.
play is close to a question, but technically not, so we cannot answer it.
Put a question mark on the end of that shit.
Any excitement for Metal Gear Solid 5?
Not yet.
wait,
Yes.
Played
who's
other
yeah.
years. That is an Angry Birds plush behind me. Well, it's actually a backpack. It's a plush backpack.
I'll look forward to Metal Gear 5 when it comes closer to the time of that coming out. Normally, it's not my case for anything. I was looking forward to Grand Theft Auto 5 for 2 years, but
Where that got you?
cynical
Yeah.
asshole.
when somebody asked us when are me and Raymond going to go to another LAN party. Those will actually be starting up soon. The reason we haven't been to one is because it's like held in a friend's garage, and it's a really nice garage, big, lots of room for everyone, but there's really no way to ventilate that like well. And so during the summer, it's already a hot box in there. Like, we're in there when it's like -10 out there, and it's really
warm.
fucking warm in
It's
there.
warm in that garage during
So-
January.
So I don't know. Maybe we can align it so that way when Tom's here, we can
Oh.
throw one of those, and Tom can come join us for our LAN party.
Yeah, I can win
Yeah,
at everything.
No, Tom, there's Asians there. You can't. I'm sorry.
the
Oh, whoa! I'm hurt by this question from Ms. Kittens. When will female gamers get some eye candy besides PewDiePie? The fuck are we?
Yeah.
Top liver? What, do you see this? Look at the
make me.
sexiness.
There's a video of Tom without a shirt on and just his swimsuit on this channel.
What that's saying though is they just want face cam, because PewDiePie has face cam in every video. We don't, so
That's
we're not
true.
eye candy because
That's
they
pretty
don't
fair.
get to see us
YouTube.com/.
every video. In fact, maybe we'll just do the walkthroughs. We won't even include the game video. We'll just have us playing the game, and you'll just have to watch us.
Oh, this
Exclusive Batman Arkham Origins right now, guys. I'm totally playing. Oh, I just punched the Riddler in the face.
I like this question. If you guys were gonna make a game, what would it be about?
It would be a zombie survival apocalypse.
There would
yeah.
be two games that I would make. One, it would be like a full-on like Last of Us style like survival horror Jurassic Park game, or like a full-on Control MMO Pokemon, like RPG, like not like the Pokemon now, but you control your Pokemon, you like go in tall grass and there's actually Pokemon running around. The two games that would be the ones that I would make.
Yeah, I changed my game. Dinosaurs. Dinosaur survival, open world, playing with groups of people, almost MMO-like.
Like
but
DayZ.
It doesn't function like that. Yeah, like that, but throw in dinosaurs and make it a really solid game and not just like a cool, really good experience.
Next gen Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. That's the game.
There's
Make.
nothing
So-
filling that market right now at all.
There's
So you want
not.
Grand Theft Auto 5 ported?
No, I don't understand what that is.
Grand Theft Auto 5, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, same game.
That's not the same game at all. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is so much better, infinitely better.
Tom.
The graphics. What about
The graphic.
If I was gonna make a game, I could go one of two different ways. I could do something just like totally arcadey. The game I have in mind is actually it was called Wasteland Kings. It's now called Nuclear Throne by Vlambeer. I think it would be really fun to make a game like that. It's just a roguelike game, so like death is very common and you restart at the beginning. You get like cool power-ups, but you lose them if you die. And it's just like but it's also a shoot 'em up. You just use WASD to move and then your mouse to aim around your little dude, and it's pixels on a screen.
I don't like
Top down looking. Huh?
I don't like those kind of games. Like
That's okay.
Hotline
We're talking
Miami
about the
has
game
this-
I would make right now.
I'm
The
not-
other game that I might make
I'm not trying
is-
to say you're wrong. I'm just.
But yeah.
the other game
Raymond is
that
a
I would
cynical asshole.
make is trying to come up with some way of like combining gameplay and narrative in a meaningful way. Because one of the complaints that comes down about games really often is games are stories plus gameplay, but the gameplay doesn't reinforce the story doesn't reinforce the gameplay. It's just simply like the characters look the same in the gameplay as they look in the cutscenes that develop the story. So I'd have to think really long and hard about a good way of doing that I'd feel would actually be meaningful and cool enough to bother going down that road.
That's a very good point. I mean, because like there's the stuff like Telltale and Beyond and that kind of stuff, but at what point are you literally just pressing a button to advance the story? Like, there's a little bit of gameplay involved there, but because I mean those are as close to like a movie centric kind of ideal that people would get with games now, right? It's the stuff like Walking Dead or
Right. And one of the criticisms
Rain.
that gets thrown at them is that they're not solving the problem. They're simply throwing less gameplay
yeah.
into the mix, which seems a little fair. But I mean, on the other hand, it's much more difficult to levy that criticism at them of the gameplay is very different from the cutscene. Well, you've sort of combined gameplay into the cutscenes. And now with like The Wolf Among Us, I mean, I didn't play that much of The Walking Dead, in all honesty, so I can't really comment on that. But with The Wolf Among Us, I really actually like the way that they're doing it. It doesn't feel like I'm playing a cutscene with QuickTime events thrown in there just to be there. It feels like the variation in how the QuickTime events play out. Like a lot of times I'm aiming at the dude's throat and then pressing a button to slash at it or whatever. And that it feels visceral, it feels real, it feels action-packed. But I don't know. I feel like there's still something deeper that could be happening there, and I don't know what it is exactly. But there's something more that you could do.
I would want to feel as if I'm the character in the game. I don't want to feel like I'm playing a character. Like, if I'm playing a Batman game, I want it to feel like I am Batman, not that I'm living out Batman's like I'm playing Batman's story and just progressing it.
You
I'm just
reminded me of something, Zach. When you talked about wanting to be Batman, playing a Batman game, they announced the next Spider-Man game for the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
hmm
The webs now attached to buildings.
open
Do
world.
they stay dangling off of the buildings once you disconnect from them?
I hope
Doesn't
so.
matter.
They said
whatever.
there's
Do they
gonna
blow
be
in the wind?
There's going to be a whole lot less tunnels and sewers and vents and a lot more open world
Letting us
fighting.
Spider-Man.
I swear to God, if they actually, I get excited for a Spider-Man game every time because I just want it to be that next
Right.
Spider-Man 2. If they do it this time, oh, God,
Amazing
be
Spider-Man
so-
did not do that, correct?
No, Amazing Spider-Man was your webs attached to nothing, and it was very generic web swinging. I still somewhat enjoyed it, but I know that at the same time it wasn't, it's not. I would give it so far as like it was a step in the right direction that I hope they continue to do.
Amazing Spider-Man began in the lab, right?
Amazing Spider-Man, yeah, it began in the lab.
Enough of this shit. Begin
Yeah.
on the top of the building, have it jump off, and then you take control. Done.
Yep.
Stop this. Like that's why I had to ask you, and I never played the Amazing Spider-Man game. I watched your videos of it, and I saw the beginning of the game, or I don't know if you only did one video, whatever.
I beat it. The whole thing's up.
Okay. I watched the beginning, and it looked like the past Spider-Man games. Like it was talking about, ooh, it's gonna be, you can go all through New York, and then they began it like that.
Yeah.
It's like it just looks like how it's always begun, and why you gotta? I want to just jump off a building. Damn it! Stop beginning things with these long expositions of dialogue, saying, "Look at how interesting our story is," and just set it with some sort of bam to the face moment.
Yeah.
That feels-
And that's what Spider-Man 2 did. Here's a tutorial, you're on top of a building, jump off of it. Like, it's basically how it starts.
Uncharted 2 began with the train, right? That was the beginning. Like waking up on the train and then you climb up it. Like that's a great beginning. It's a moment where something big is happening, not exposition.
Yeah.
What were you looking at in the chat?
Tom wrote, a person said, I read that wrong, Tom. I read Cow Winter Strike, but it's actually Counter Strike. Cow.
Yeah.
That's
They win at the Media Cows pub game, I think.
yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. It's nice.
Well done, sir. Well done. I missed your name.
Applause. Yes.
Golf clap.
Uh,
Yo, I guess it's done.
Yeah.
that sounds like that's the end of the podcast.
Time to
Yeah.
finish this.
Don't.
Don't, Zach. Don't. Don't do it. It's not worth it.
Hope you all have a wonderful weekend, all of you guys that are watching this. And more Beyond will be going up. I don't know if Dewey's posted more videos past day.
They will be going up this weekend starting tomorrow.
Ooh.
Word.
Yeah.
More Grand Theft Auto 5 as well. Raymond, we should get
This-
together and record more this weekend even.
Yes, I agree with this weekend. I don't think I got time to do it today. I know we talked briefly earlier. But yeah. There's already stuff going up this weekend for Grand Theft Auto. I have 3 hours of stuff to edit.
Also, like I'd
Definitely
really
work
like
hard.
to get together with you three. I know I did a little bit with Tom and play some Halo 3 since it's free on Xbox Gold, Xbox Live for Gold users. So I played.
Maybe tomorrow night we should do more drinking Halo?
Can't do tomorrow night.
Maybe Sunday night we should do more drinking Halo? We don't have work.
I could do a Sunday night drunk fest.
Oh God! Are you guys ready
Zach
for
has a look
that?
on his face.
Oh,
Anyways, so hopefully we'll see all of you next Friday, 3 o'clock, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time in the United States, since I get messages all the time asking when it's at. But, yeah,
See you
keep
guys then.
gaming.